Hello everyone and welcome back to the Joys of Techno Babylon. Yeah, we are now ready to progress. I had a look in the walkthrough and believe it or not, you're supposed to
Yeah?
speak to your partner about these things. So let's just go and do this. Incidentally, the dialogue options here are mapped to number keys on the keyboard. So if you press the number 1 on the top row, that would be the option number 1, Mindjacker case. If you press number 2, that would be central. Well, nothing unusual if you've been playing games like this or Infinity Engine games.
I've lost count of the number of times the Mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Now, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
Or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway. You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Yeah, isn't that always what they say?
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
And that's the information we need, actually. We could skip... I think we could just end the conversation here and move on, but... Hey. I like music. Let's stay here and be thorough.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
Yeah. He's a straight shot, our Charlie Regis.
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, then?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Alright. That should be it. Okay, just looking ahead here. Yeah. We leave. And where do we leave from? This is the CEL office, Central Emergency Logistics, or CEL. Yeah, that is where you exit. And you get this pretty gorgeous map screen, I would have to say. I'll move over to get some color on the location you're going to. I approve. We are supposed to go to the balcony, so let's just do that. Yeah. Ben Chandler, it's the name
When
of
people
the...
worry, there's
Never mind.
always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
Yeah, so Ben Chandler, or Ben Chandler, as I believe he pronounces it, being a very British sort of person. He's doing the backgrounds here and the character portraits. Well, I think he did the backgrounds at least. I know for a fact that he did the character portraits. But he's a genuinely talented individual, I would have to say.
It's empty.
We don't need to mess with the locker then. Anything to point and click at? Oh. Okay, nothing with regarding. Got it.
It's a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
So Gengineer is a conflation, of course, of genetic engineering. So it's a genetically engineered tree. Big whoop. Not even having to glance for a moment, those words are etched in the memory deeper than anything else. Viksha Regis, beloved wife, friend to all that lives. 11th August 2034 to 2nd of January 2067. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. 67, you say? If you think back to the photograph Charlie had on his computer, that was dated 2066. I wonder if it was December. Could be mistaken, but... Ah. That's a hell of a thing. But what we need to do here is check out this data package
Here goes nothing.
that someone sent us.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
So, do we tell Lau or do we not? I don't remember what I did the first time I played the game, but I think I went for the top option, so I'll just switch it up and go for the second one this time.
I come up here from time to time.
I can see why. It's a great view. Not for someone with a fear of heights, though. Is it a private garden?
Max,
Viksha Regis. Charlie, this is... I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You shouldn't. I don't tell anyone.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
You know, not that I remember what exactly happens when you go for the first option, but I really prefer this scene more than the other one. That doesn't make sense, but yeah. I think I made the right choice here. So, she's not buried here, you say. Let's pursue that line of inquiry.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum caneto and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
Holy hell in a handbag. I did not remember that. Now, I have said that I study molecular biology now, and, well, that kind of thing that he just explained, well, that he just said about the junk DNA, that would be the, I don't know, introns. That's a hell of a thing to pull off. I mean, both crossing two species like that and injecting completely new, well, junk DNA. He put in some real effort, is the point I'm trying to make.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a gen engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
So, yeah, what just happened there with Lau's Max's facial expression. Yeah, so this wetware thing they have sort of integrated into your own body. Well, she doesn't need like an external phone. It just hooks into her vocal cords and hearing senses, I suppose. So just inject a little ding into her head. So...
Damn it, Max. Just get moving. I want a moment to reflect.
All right, Regis.
Max, I'm sorry. That came out wrong. Things haven't been going great today. Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I should have
I can't
taken...
ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
I should have taken the second option there. Oops.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Oh, snap. What is this, you may wonder? Rest assured, it will be explained. Yeah. Right on the next text window.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615, on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my kid... my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time.
Oh. Ouch. Sorry.
One is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Ah. Haha. Oops. Oops. Conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
So let's see if
So, despite the
No, I don't.
incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barbers Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
So, what I wanted to say or point out, when the blackmailer listed the serial numbers of these embryos, I noticed how there was one missing in that series. 1448D-D to be precise. That is going to be surprisingly important. But one thing at a time, I guess. That's sort of the endgame stuff.
Nah, that's a job for the corpseman.
Yeah, if you play this area with commentary, Dave Gilbert will have something to say about why they went with corpse men instead of core men, which would be the normal thing.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpseman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any.
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a bio-bomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor.
They're going to explain this. But I think this is the... well, I think that is the, least conceivable scientific shenanigans that goes on in this game.
What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What?
Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
So, this little dialogue puzzle here, there are actually 3 ways to go about solving it.
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him, try to find some common ground. So I messed up the emphasis there. Anyway. There are 3 outcomes to this. One outcome is well, you successfully talk him down, bring him into the station for interrogation, I would expect. Possibly treatment, I don't really remember. The second outcome is that we stall for time and get Lau to shoot him. And the third outcome is that we bungle this completely and he blows himself up. I'm not really sure how that even works, but the walkthrough I have suggests that him blowing himself up does not mean a game over. However, the first time I played, I went with the successfully talk him down option. So this time I'm going to get the guy shot. And I'm going to end the episode pretty much directly after that. So if you are bothered by such a turn of events, just skip to the next video.
My name's Dr. Regis. I'm a cell case specialist. Central wants me to clear this up. Want to tell me about yourself?
I am a warrior for God and for justice. I am his hammer and weapon of war. With me, he breaks nations. With me, he destroys kingdoms. You may call me Thomas.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes?
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That, and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Okay, here goes.
It's been a difficult, complex day. Apparently, I haven't been able to change your mind.
You can never mislead the truly faithful.
In that case, I'm truly sorry. And I hope you'll forgive me.
You think you can?
Oh. That was messy. I don't think I'll try that ever again.
Regis! You okay?
Yeah, Let's just go. Corpseman, get in touch with Central. Don't move the body until the bomb squad gets here.
Yes, Doctor.
Well, that happened.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep. Said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Huh, so it skipped this part immediately. You know, if you successfully talk him down, I believe the scene is a lot longer and involves a discussion in some heat, I would say, with Central. Well, that is, Regis is a little annoyed. So, we need to get into this apartment. But it's not all that easy.
Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
Okay. Yeah, I just remembered that I did promise I would end the episode after that little episode we just had at the commuter trace. Fuck it, the station. So, until next time, everyone.